I've been scrolling through a highlight reel of lies. Bodies in the blue light, nothing real behind the eyes. Every swipe feels like a doorway to a room I shouldn't be. But I step inside, pretending it's connection that I need. I tell myself I'm better than the pull I feel at night. But those restless hours make the wrong things feel right. I chase a kind of comfort that doesn't comfort me at all. Just a hollow little moment that I'm ashamed of when it's gone. And I know it's just the world dressed up as something sweet, trying to fill a space too wide, too tired, too deep. I hear that quiet whisper underneath my breath, saying, boy, this ain't desire, this is loneliness. When I forget myself, I fall into the noise, let the world define my worth with all its plastic toys. Trade my heart for moments that won't make it past the dawn, calling something in the mercy that never felt like love, that never felt like love. And I forget myself, I go where I don't belong, looking for connection in a culture built on wrong. And when the glow fades out and I'm standing by myself, I hate the way I feel when I forgive myself. I've been flirting with the shadows that I swore I'd rise above, let an empty validation masquerade as love. Thumbs up, hearts lit, but it's all a losing game. And I keep waking up with nothing but my shame. I keep praying, God, this isn't who I am, don't let me stay while I replay the same bad habits, like they'll ever change my day. Lust showing up like freedom on a lonely little screen, but I'm starving for a closeness that's nowhere in between. And that whisper cuts right through the neon in my head, reminding me of promises I keep forgetting. I said, pulling me back toward the man I wanna be, away from all the things that keep distorting me. When I forget myself, I fall into the noise, let the world define my worth with all its plastic toys. Trade my heart for moments that won't make it past the dawn, calling something in a mercy that never felt like a law, and never felt like love. And I forget myself, I go where I don't belong, looking for connection in a culture built on wrong. And when the glow fades out and I'm standing by myself, I hate the way I feel when I forget myself. Maybe I'm just tired of replaying this scene, thirsty for water but drinking gasoline. Maybe what I call fun is really fear, afraid that real love will never find me here. Maybe all this hunger that keeps burning through my chest is just my broken heart refusing anything but less. And if you still listen when I wander off again, pull me out the noise, back to who I've always been. When I forget myself, I fall into the noise, let the wrong kind of touch try to quiet down your voice, chasing what is easy when my soul is built for more, standing at the doorway of the same old empty door. But when your truth breaks through the lies I tell, I remember I was never meant to live in hell. And even when I stumble back into the things I say, you're the one who calls me out when I forget myself. When I forget myself, you still see someone else, someone worth more than this. myself when I forget myself. Sunlight creeping through the window like it's checking in on me. Clothes on the floor, mind on the floor, I'm not who I should be. Another night pretending something empty could be real. Another moment chasing thrills I didn't truly feel. I keep finding myself wearing shame like a second skin, playing roles with strangers who don't know where I've been. And the silence after everything is louder than it seems. It leaves me face to face with all the parts of me I flee. But there's a voice that doesn't sound like blame. It sounds like grace calling me out by name. It doesn't yell, it gently breaks through all my noise, saying you're more than what you do with your lost moments, boy. I see myself again, underneath the mess, underneath the patterns I've been picking up and stressed. I see the boy who wanted love, not just a body on his skin, somewhere in the wreckage. I see myself again. I see the man I'm meant to be, steady growing strong, not the guy who chases highs to feel like he belongs. And even when I fall back into places I have been, there's a hand that pulls me higher till I see myself again. I've been sold a lot of lies, dressed up as being free. This world will call it pleasure while it drains the soul from me. I'm tired of calling numbness some kind of late night win, when it only leaves me hollow in the morning once again. But I'm learning I'm not hopeless, just a little out of tune, grabbing quick fixes when I'm starving for what's true. And I'm realizing freedom isn't doing what I crave, it's choosing something better than the things that make me cave. And that same voice keeps cutting through the dark, showing me the difference between lust and who I am at heart. It reminds me I'm not broken, just in need of something real, something deeper than these moments I try so hard to feel. I see myself again, underneath the mess, underneath the patterns I've been picking up and stressed. I see the boy who wanted love, not just a body on his skin, somewhere in the wreckage. I see myself again. I see the man I'm meant to be, steady growing strong, not the guy who chases highs to feel like he belongs. And even when I fall back into places I have been, there's a hand that pulls me higher till I see myself again. I thought you might be done with me by now, after all the ways I slipped, all the lines I let fall down. But you were waiting in the quiet when the guilt began to rise, whispering the truth beneath the noise and all my lies. Baby, every ache I feel is just a holy sign, to pull back to the path I knew was always mine. A reminder I'm still worthy even when I lose my way, a promise that the real me never truly goes astray. I see myself again, with the lights and dawn, facing all the shadows I've been trying hard to outrun. I see a heart that still believes there's something deeper than the skin, and I'm done apologizing for wanting real again. I see the man I'm meant to be, learning how to stand, not sway by every weakness that tries to take my hand. And when temptation calls me back to places I have been, I'll remember who you showed me when I see myself again. I see myself again, not the version shaped by sin, but the one you've held within. I see myself again. I see myself again. One day I'll meet a pair of eyes that don't just want to surface me. Someone who feels like steady hands on all my broken pieces quietly. The kind of love that doesn't fade when life gets heavy on my chest. The kind that holds me like I'm worth it even when I'm not my best. She won't care about the swagger or the confidence I fake. She'll care about the heart behind the choices that I make. She'll see the man who walked through storms but still believes in grace. The one who turned from empty nights to something sacred in their place. And I'll know it when she looks at me like I'm more than just a thrill. Like she wants the truth I carry, not just warmth to feel. There'll be peace where there was pressure, in the quiet of a touch. Like my heart's been waiting for a love that doesn't rush. That's the way my heart speaks, in loyalty and late night talks and secrets that we keep. In kindness when I'm angry, in holding when I'm weak, in choosing love on Tuesday when it's not some movie peak. Yeah, yeah, that's the way my heart speaks. Not in lust that burns at midnight, fading in the streaks, but in showing up with honesty when everything feels bleak. Real love will sound just like the way my heart speaks. I'll stand beside her on the hard days, not just when it feels like bliss. We'll fix the things that break instead of running out on this. We'll talk instead of shutting down. We'll listen till it's clear. We'll build a life that doesn't shake just cause we feel some fear. I won't use a gentle heart to validate my pride. She won't weaponize my past when something hurts inside. We'll have days we disagree, but we'll both stay in the ring. Because loving one another's not a sometimes kind of thing. And when the world says you can leave and always find the next, we'll hold on to something deeper, not the culture built on sex. Cause what we got will stand through every cheap temptation's call. Nothing matches safety when someone loves you through it all. That's the way my heart speaks, in loyalty and late night talks and secrets that we keep. In kindness when I'm angry, in holding when I'm weak, in choosing love on Tuesday when it's not some movie peak. Oh, that's the way my heart speaks. Not in lust that burns at midnight, fading in the streaks, but in showing up with honesty when everything feels bleak. Real love will sound just like the way my heart speaks. I've tasted all the counterfeits that promised they would go, but all they gave was emptiness when everything got cold. Now I'm saving all this depth for someone steady, warm and brave. For a woman who sees my soul and loves the parts I used to save. And I know God didn't make me for a highlight reel romance. He made me for a love that stays when we don't get our second chance. So until she's standing with me, I'll keep growing into me, the kind of man whose every choice reflects the love she'll one day see. Cause that's the way my heart speaks, in loyalty and late night talks and secrets that we keep. In gentle hands on fragile days when life feels far from sweet. In staying when it's hard, it's not retreating to defeat. The way my heart speaks, not in lust that burns at midnight, fading in the streaks, but in building something sacred we can lean on every week. Real love will sound just like settle for less than what my soul was built to seek. When she finally hears it too, that's when love will speak.